The knight brought back a dragon head to claim his reward. To honor the knight's service in protecting the kingdom, the king promised to fulfill any wish he had, but the knight said, "Marry me." The king thought he had fallen for his beautiful daughter and immediately started introducing his daughter. But the knight didn't like this hairless young girl at all, so the king introduced his other hairy daughter. The knight was helpless. He wasn't interested in either of the king's daughters. In his heart, the king was his true love. He risked his life slaying dragons just to hold the king's waist and hold the king's hand. The king himself had promised to fulfill any wish the knight had. Now he couldn't refuse this request. That night the knight got what he wanted, but the king stayed awake all night. Suddenly a dragon's roar came from outside the window. The king got up to check. A burst of flames came shooting straight at the king. Obviously, the dragon had been alive this whole time, so he quickly picked up the dragon head from the ground. Looking at the fallen piece of paper, he realized he'd been tricked. By then, the knight had already run off with his clothes. Exhausted physically and mentally, he could only accept reality. A few days later, the king put out another bounty. This time, no dragon slaying required. Just secretly bring back a dragon egg. Then a warrior came to the king carrying a dragon egg. He had completed the mission. The king was super happy and asked to confirm it was a dragon egg. The warrior was totally confident. Actually, it wasn't just one, but two. The king was totally shocked, asked him what this stuff was. The warrior explained. He snuck into the dragon's cave under cover of darkness and cut these off while the dragon was sleeping. The king immediately got nervous. This wasn't the egg he wanted. He wanted eggs that could hatch baby dragons. He wanted to tame a dragon, then make peace with the dragon outside the castle. That way, they could live peacefully with dragons. The warrior felt a bit awkward. How about we try making peace with these two? Right then, a dragon's roar came from the sky. Everyone panicked and ran away. The warrior saw things going south, immediately threw the stuff in his hands to the king, then jumped on his horse and left too. Only the king stood there in a daze.